I took a temporary job cataloging evidence at an abandoned police station, and I wound up quitting on the third shift. This happened about 4 years ago, and I was pretty desperate for a job at the time, so I took one organizing evidence at a police station that was scheduled to be demolished. We had to get everything organized before it was. The station had been closed for a few years prior to me working there, just because they had a new one that was built right across the street. There was only about 3 of us employees, and we always worked at night because the building didn't have any AC, so it was just a lot cooler to do it at night. The job was super easy. We just had to open up the boxes, log all of the evidence and all the things that was in it, and then seal them back up. So my first shift was pretty uneventful. My second shift, around 1 a.m., I started to hear metal filing cabinets opening and closing up in different parts of the building. I chalked it up to it was just an old building and it was settling. And then on my third shift, my boss handed me a box, and it was a box from the 90s, and they said that this box has never been put into the digital system before. Inside of this box was a handwritten interview transcript. There were a couple photographs and a cassette tape. And I found out that this was never like a solved case. So the weird part to me wasn't the evidence, it was what was written on the last page of the file. And it said, if this box is ever reopened, go check locker number 14. So I took it and I showed my boss, and he just kind of looked at me and he's like, I don't think we have 14 lockers. I'm pretty sure it only goes 1 to 13. We went back anyways to go and check, and he counted twice. He's like, yeah, there's only 13 lockers here. So I figured maybe they just remodeled the building, and yeah, there wasn't 14 lockers. A little before 2 a.m., I went downstairs to go grab a dolly from the basement, and to my finding, behind like this old shelf that had crap on it, if you looked behind it, there was like a small little hallway. So I went down this little hallway, and there was a locker number 14 sitting at, like, not on the end of it, but like on the side. It looked very out of place because obviously it's not connected to the other lockers upstairs, and it actually was like bolted to the wall. So I went back upstairs, grabbed my boss, brought him back down to show him the locker, and I swear I'm not crazy, but the locker was not there anymore. There was no locker. I don't know if I was imagining it. I certainly was not on any substances. I don't know what happened. After that happened, I finished up my shift. I went home. The next day in the morning, I got a call. So the call was from the company, and they said that we're done with the project. We're not going to continue it. They want the building demolished, like, right now, instantly. After a few months, I would pass this lot every now and then, and it was just an empty lot. I actually went home one day because I did get curious, and I looked up the article about this case that I found the evidence for, just to see if, like, what the information was, why wasn't it solved, those details, whatnot. Towards the bottom of the article, it mentioned a very interesting detail. It said that there was a detective that actually went missing on this case, and he went missing after telling his partner that he was going to go check locker number 14 and get the things out of it. And according to every floor plan of this building that you look up, there is not a locker 14. Meaning the floor plan did show a basement, but where I know I saw locker 14, there was supposedly a concrete wall, and there was no hallway that led to it. So I'm not sure what I saw that night.